At this moment, Jack discovered something eerie. In a world ravaged by a viral apocalypse, a large group of strangers was approaching him. Jack immediately retreated to his camp. The outbreak had forced survivors down a desperate path of cannibalism. As the strangers drew nearer, Jack hid in his concealed wooden shack, trembling with fear. The strangers were getting closer and closer to Jack. Jack's battle-hardened father knew a fierce fight was imminent. But suddenly, Jack froze. Lying beside him was his wife, already infected by the virus. Jack's father was currently packing their belongings. It wasn't until his father shoved the bags into his hands that Jack snapped out of his panic. The strangers were now even closer to the shack. Jack's father instantly kicked open the back door and evacuated Jack and his wife. He found a hiding spot and settled his son and daughter-in-law, then prepared to face the strangers alone in this apocalyptic duel. After a few minutes of fighting, Jack's father was overpowered and knocked to the ground, his strength failing him. Jack and his wife were terrified, but they had to stay strong to survive. However, an even more horrifying turn of events unfolded. After defeating Jack's father, the strangers entered Jack's shack. There, they discovered the supplies Jack had accidentally dropped, which contained extremely precious medicine. In this apocalyptic world, most people were infected, and this medicine was the only way to cling to life. The strangers took the medicine. What would happen to Jack's infected wife now? As Jack watched the strangers carry his father away, their leader seemed to notice something unusual. Jack quickly covered his wife's mouth. When the leader crouched down, ready to lift the floorboard and investigate, Jack desperately held it down, stopping the leader outside. But what was hidden underneath? The leader's curiosity was piqued. He bent down to take a closer look. Suddenly, a pungent odor made him cough violently. This allowed Jack and his wife to successfully avoid detection. After the strangers left, Jack crawled out from under the floorboard. The camp was in complete disarray, all supplies looted. How could they survive in this apocalyptic world, especially with his wife severely infected? Jack looked at his wife's worsening wound. He noticed a box of medicine by the bed, but it was already empty. Seeing his wife lying there in agony, a desperate thought crossed Jack's mind. But in the end, he couldn't bring himself to do it. How are they going to survive now? To find the medicine to save his wife? Due to copyright restrictions, the movie can only take you this far. This movie is called The 10th Year. If you enjoyed it, feel free to check it out.